Okay, guys, so welcome to Team Catalyst's team call. It's the first day of June. It's the new month. I'm so excited. I feel like everybody is so ready for a fresh start. Like everybody. I don't care that it's summer. I was listening to this story today. It was actually it was a top coach. So sometimes I'll go on their pages and kind of just get some inspiration. I don't do it to copycat anyone. I don't feel like that is something that comes off genuine, but I do sometimes go there just for my own motivation. Sometimes if I'm looking for personal development or I'm looking for something fresh to talk about or learn more about how to actively recruit coaches who are interested in the business opportunity, because that's something that I know that I struggle with. I am a killer recruiter for challengers. Like I love working in my challenge groups, but it's something that I struggle with portraying how coaching can work for you. Oh, good night. Good night. Say good night.
Good night.
How coaching can work for anybody and fit it into their lives, and how amazing it is to have the opportunity to. So I have two stories to share. And the first one I want to say is I was listening to this top coach about there's these elephants that they train with string. So these like wild elephants, they train them with string. And from the time that they come out, these elephants think that this piece of string is something that's strong enough to stop them. So when they become adult elephants, they use the same piece of thin string. It's a tourist attraction, and the elephants will stop based on where the string is placed around them. It's just this thin twine that they wrap around the elephant. And we all know that the elephant can break through it. And the message is it just resonated with me. Like everything about coaching and everything about your life is a mindset. And the same thing happened to me today when I was playing with Eli. We set up the game Trouble on my patio, my front porch. And from the get-go, he just kept saying, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. You're going to win. That's always his mentality. It's a huge struggle for me to constantly combat that negative attitude. You're going to roll a 6, Mom. There you go, knocking my piece off, Mom. And it's the same thing with anything in life. The people that approach their lives that way, it's a choice. And I realize he's a child, but we in this business deal with adults. But it's a lot of adults choose to live their life this way. I'm not going to hit Success Club. I don't have anybody to invite. I don't think I can make a difference. I can't post to social media my life. I'm too afraid. I'm too overwhelmed. I don't have time. And the truth of the matter is, we always find time for what's important. The end. Whether it's coaching or nutrition or fitness, we as people make time for what we want to accomplish. And we can choose the way we look at our life. A child might not be able to change their mindset, to take that negative and flip it, to see past their limitations, or to think that they're going to be successful when they're frustrated playing a game. But as adults, we are evolved enough to think about what we want out of our lives and make that happen for ourselves if we choose it. And so every day I treat coaching as a business opportunity to really make a difference in people's lives. And I have the ability to do that if I just continue to work on myself, to continue to share my story, and to continue to invite people. So there's no rocket science, and it's 1000% a mindset. And so when I woke up this morning, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try my damnedest. And it's the same thing I do every single day. The first of the month is always a longer work day for me because I'm changing out groups and I'm posting about my month. So I want to talk about how we can flip your mindset if it's something that you're struggling with, simply by being consistent with personal development. And it does not have to be MLM Nation. It does not have to be the compound effect. If you're not struggling with those types of situations and you're struggling with motivation, or you're struggling with sticking your own nutrition plan, you have to find what's going to work and speak to you, but you have to find something. You have to become different if you're struggling in that way. Coaching attracts people when you're enjoying doing it. If you are negative and your posts are not, portraying a sense of authority and confidence and happiness, people are not going to want to join that, and you're not going to hit Success Club, and you're not going to advance your business. But everybody on this call here tonight is showing up because they want something different. So I want to share one other thing, another story that's true to life. This is actually happening today. And then I'll go over the agenda and try to give some specific tips and tools for new coaches who are looking to start coaching, that are looking at this call, this opportunity, and saying, maybe this could be me, why not me? Because that's where everybody starts. Everybody starts at square one. Nobody is born a coach. Nobody is born a diamond coach. Everybody starts as just a plain old coach or a discount coach, and you have to work your way up the progression, and it takes time and it takes effort. But my husband came home today, had an awful day at work. He called and said they're switching his hours and he has no control over that, and he's mega pissed. He also let me know that he had like a heated discussion with a coworker about job performance and what's expected of his position, and he's just feeling frustrated and overwhelmed and not really loving his opportunities right now. And it made me recognize how thankful I am to have the job that I have, to be able to help pay for my family's bills, to all of that. And it's something that you have to consciously remind yourself of, being thankful of that opportunity every day, because it makes you work that much harder. You can't hit Success Club 5 and stop. You can't sign 2 coaches and stop. You can't hit Emerald and stop. The business will slide. If you're not diligently checking on your challengers and you're not diligently checking on past challengers in your sponsorship drill down, I'm telling you, somebody had no idea they're losing their Emerald status. And I've red flagged them, and it's probably too late, but I can't handhold. Like, you have to show up in your business. Sarah did a team call last night, and it just kind of reaffirmed me that I try to lead by example. But the only way I know how to lead is by doing what works and sharing what I'm doing. The same thing that I did when you look at coaching, and it's all about sharing your fitness, sharing your nutrition. The same thing goes through for coaching. So I have some tips that I want to go through. Oh boy, what did I do here? Okay. So I wanted to go through some tips for getting your business started off on the right foot for June, and how you can start coaching if you are interested in the opportunities of coaching, and how you have to be consistently putting effort into your business, even if it's only half an hour a day. Now, I have definitely cut down. Like I said, today I had a really long day, busy day, first of the month. I was kind of off and on all day, and my kids weren't home. So I had that flexibility to do that. But I've essentially set myself up for a really good month, because I now have my calendar laid out, which I will share with you. So I have my challenge groups are starting on June 6th. That means I had to invite to my June 6th challenge groups in early May. It takes anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months to 9 months sometimes for people to say, yes, I want to join you. So you have to think forward. When you're starting your challenge group, you have to start inviting to that challenge group 2 weeks prior. So my challenge groups are running on Monday. I have a max out graduate program, so max 30 and 22-minute hardcore to re-engage past challengers. To just kind of keep things fresh for myself, I want to try a new program. So I invited specifically people that I know utilize the groups. It's not for new people. It's only for people that are specially invited. No daily food logging. So that group is really going to be 1 post a day, minimal interaction, no time off my plate, right? Then I also have my 21-day fix group going, which also starts Monday, and I'm prepping for that week now. So I start my groups on the Friday before the Monday of day 1. And I always go through meal prep, grocery lists, getting everybody to introduce themselves, set goals, and I set expectations in the group that these groups are designed to be interactive. They're designed to support each other. So I'm not constantly the only energy source in your group. If you're struggling with running successful challenge groups and you want to ramp them up, a great way to do it is to create a daily theme and change it out every week. A Monday through Friday posting theme, or every Tuesday, just like every Tuesday, they're going to do the upper fix. Well, every Tuesday, they should do a flex photo or something like that, where they have a theme, something that they're all connected to. But also, you can always tag up with other coaches in the team page. If you're brand new and you're not comfortable leading a challenge group, or you only have one or two challengers and you know that that's going to be a really hard thing to have people be engaged all month, and team up with another coach. Always post a Team Catalyst when you're looking to start a challenge group. Even if you don't need anybody to join you, maybe somebody on our team needs to join somebody. So everybody should share when they're launching their challenge groups, because it gives you an idea of where you can tag in and what you can benefit from. So I invited Janine and Tina to do a free 7-day Beachbody On Demand group with me on June 13th. So I always try to run a free group. I loved doing it with Christina and Lindsay last month. I think it really added a new energy to the group. It showed a different dynamic, different personalities, all using different programs, different routines and schedules. So it's nice to pair up with coaches that are different than you. Janine and Tina both work full time, and I want to show people that fitness can fit into their routine no matter how hectic your schedule is with work. The last group I did, I picked 2 people that had kids of different age groups than I did, and the focus was busy moms, and we all shared how we made it work for our families with different age kids. So it's a really, really great idea to theme your group and partner up with people that can show different perspectives, but how these programs can all fuse together and how we come together as a team to help people learn the basics, to take our time out of our day to do these things for free. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So we all know this. Everybody that's on this call is well aware. But what you can do is dramatically increase your income by plugging these free groups into your schedule. If you don't have 7 days, make it a 3-day. Don't always make it a clean eating. Make it, an early riser workout club or something. If you're struggling with getting engagements, offer an inexpensive raffle prize, 2 samples of Energize. I mean, you can order a pack of 10 of them, and it's a minimal investment, but it can help you grow your business by engaging people in challenge groups. Your goal is to always just continue to engage people. So from that June 13th group, I'm going to be launching either a very last couple days of June or early July challenge group. So my June 13th free group is where I'm going to invite a ton of people to enjoy. It's free. There's no long-term commitment. It's an introduction to fitness, or however I'm going to be promoting it. Early risers, get your workout in before summer. A lot of people are going to be home with their kids this summer, and they're going to stress about getting their time because their kids aren't in school anymore all day. So now they're going to be the camp counselor essentially, and I can relate to that. So I'm going to talk about how I'm going to change my workout routine within this group. And from that group, I work privately to message people one-on-one on an individual basis. And I start to get to know them, and I learn about what they're struggling with, not just in the challenge group, but if you have, say, a free group of 10 people, pick 2 people to start a new conversation with on the side every one of your 5 days. A lot of the building of relationships doesn't actually happen in the groups. It happens on the sidelines. So you can't forget to continue to build those things. And so here's another thing that I want to talk about is starting new conversations. So my kiddos were home after school. They went to play with their friends. I made them come home. I tried to get them to eat dinner. And I shut the TV off when they come home. I don't watch TV, but they will always want to put it on. And I feel like every time I'm trying to start a conversation with my kids, it's like pulling teeth. What'd you do at school today? Nothing. What did you talk about in art class? I don't know. Like there's always that, that they don't want to open up. Amanda, you're probably not quite there yet, but it's really, really hard to have a conversation, specifically with Eli. He's very, very hard. He just doesn't have a lot to say. I don't know, but the thing I want to say is I have a choice to either stop asking questions or I can ask different questions. I'm never going to be a better parent, and I'm never going to be a better coach if I just stop asking questions and let the conversation fall flat. So when you're starting a new conversation with somebody or a conversation goes dull, think about that. You have to turn the conversation to something that they want to talk about, first of all. Maybe they don't want to talk about their workout routine because they don't have one, but they don't want to say that. So don't always lead with Beachbody related conversations. Ask about their dog, ask about their groomer. When you start posting to social media 3 to 5 times a day consistently about stuff that isn't Beachbody, it's like a billion times easier to start a genuine conversation. When I shave my dog, I put it on Facebook because then I can really talk to people about dog grooming because I really actually need that. But it's a conversation starter and it's natural and it doesn't feel forced or pressured. This business is about learning how you can help people. If you're pushing your challenge groups on people within the first 5 minutes of your conversation, you are a salesman. If you want to be a salesman, you're in the wrong business. You will not be successful if you are not taking the time to put yourself out there and truly learn what people are struggling with and identify with them. And so I posted today about, I try to find like quick little 5-minute training videos that I find on YouTube to be helpful for things that I'm struggling with. So I had a ton of no's. When you see me post to the team page about overcoming objections, guess why I'm doing that? I just heard 26 no's or no responses. So I have to change my approach. So when I post stuff like that, it's because I'm struggling too, but I'm choosing to do something about it instead of just saying, ugh, I give up, So this girl from California, I don't know if I really want to do the shakes. They're very expensive. I feel like I don't want to rely on that for weight loss. Well, I know how to come back to that conversation because I know that she's a preschool teacher. I know that she's going to be off for summer. I know how many kids she has. I know what she's struggling with, which her number one struggle is she loves fitness. She's not successful with nutrition. So I've already had that conversation and now I can talk to her about how I was in that boat too. I was in the boat about worrying about the investment. I didn't think I needed it. I did the Walmart shakes. I downloaded the 21-day fix meal plan off of Pinterest. That was my reality. So I can share that with, I totally feel you. I was there, but this is how we made it work for my family. I reduced my grocery bill. Are you aware this actually replaces a meal? And it truly does. I had a conversation with somebody the day before. She's spending $8 a day on a ready-made Wegmans meal that's full of salt. Like those pre-packaged, she told me what it was, and it's full of salt, and she can't lose weight. And she's spending $8 a day on something that is not helping her reach her goals. So you have to be listening to people and watching what they're telling you first before you can identify how your solution is going to fit into their life. Because if you're not taking that time, you're a salesman again. So you just have to change your mindset. Know that you have the ability to help people. It takes time out of your day. Yes. Should it take 9 hours a day? No, it shouldn't. But especially when you're growing your business, you have to be willing to put in what you want to get out of it. So if you want to hit that diamond level coaching, you might have to work at midnight 2 or 3 nights a week because that's when it fits into your day. That's because you're already doing your full-time job. And I know Janine's doing it. I know Tina's doing it. I know you guys are doing it. It's just about getting that traction, getting that momentum. And once you stop, it's hard to get it back. It is so hard to get that momentum back. So every time you take a step back, it's like starting over. So the free Beachbody On Demand, I'm looking at my little notes here. I want to talk about getting a free group on the books. I'll go through your comments in 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. So getting a free group on the books, this is, again, geared for new coaches as well. Beachbody On Demand is free for 30 days for anybody. You can run a challenge du jour group. I did it back in October of last year. I did a 30 days challenge du jour, and it was awesome. I loved it. It re-energized me. I got to try new programs. It started a lot of conversation. Which workout did you do today? What did you like best? Especially for new coaches that have friends that are interested. They've been watching you. Start with a Beachbody On Demand group. You don't need to do a 30-day group. I would say 5 days, 10 at the most. 5 to 7 is a sweet spot there because you start to lose the engagement for people that are not financially invested and fully committed into a nutrition and fitness program. So 5 to 7 days is my sweet spot. Let's see what else here. Starting new conversations. I talked about that. Make sure that you're posting to social media other than Beachbody. Take a look at the top coaches. Look at their imaging. Look at how they present themselves clearly without, you don't have to have a professional photographer, but you should look, like you know what you're talking about. Hearing no's. Again, I shared that YouTube tutorial on overcoming objections, guys. If you're hearing no's or you're hearing crickets, you have to search out trainings and suggestions and different ideas and tips and tools from 25 different coaches, because everybody has their own personality. Everybody has their own spin on everything. So again, make sure that you are checking. If once you are an Emerald ranking coach, guys, every Wednesday you have the chance to advance or drop your business. Being an Emerald coach really just is the first stepping stone in your business. Being a Diamond coach is even more work to maintain, because you have all these loose puzzle pieces that you're trying to help and figure out. And I think one of the best parts about this is you have the opportunity to focus on the area that you are the weakest on. And it's a great way to build yourself as a person. And the more you hone your skills and you recognize and you identify, like, okay, I'm at Emerald, but I'm really not able to get anybody to see the value in becoming a discount coach. So you need to search that out and figure out how you're going to present that. I've shared my tips and tools, but there's a million coaches out there, guys. Well, there's not actually. That actually is 500,000, and maybe 1% of them are working, guys. So I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to read through the chat. Let's see here. Questions. Jocelyn has an issue with, I've tried the free bod, and the very first time I had a ton want to join, but when it came down to it, they never signed up. Follow-up is how I get it done. I constantly post for 2 weeks prior to the group about what I'm going to be doing, and I give little snapshots of what it might include. And I tag in with other coaches if I feel like I'm not getting engagements, or if I just want to change it up for myself, or if I want to show, again, different perspectives. But I ask a ton of people. I invite literally hundreds to these groups, and I usually get about 10 to 20 participants in a free group at most. Now, I don't privately message everybody, but I'll create my guest list using the event. I'll go through, I'll invite my friends, and then I will privately message people that I've had recent conversations with, or people that I'm cycling back to first. If I don't get anywhere, if I don't have enough people to fill a group, then I keep going down that list. But at some point, I would say, 5 to 20 people is ideal for a group atmosphere. So if I hit 20, I stop and I save those names for the next time I do a free group, because I don't want a group of 50 people. I can't build a relationship in a group of 50 people. I can do 5 or up to 20, but I can't do that many. And especially if you're a coach that has a full-time job, guys, I feel like I've done a slight disservice to people that have gone through my challenge groups, because your schedule might be different, and maybe you don't want or need or have the time to post to a challenge group like I do. You don't have to run a challenge group any way that you don't want to. So if you want to commit 1 post a day to your challenge group, that's all you have to do. That's all they do in the Beachbody coaches template, that guideline. So it's just up to you guys how much you want to put into your groups. For me, going live while I'm sitting eating lunch and sharing a tip is not work. It's just not. It's going to change in the summer. I'll have to restructure my business, but those are my business hours. And I've created that business hour, those business opportunities for myself. It didn't start that way. I had 9 jobs when I started. I had to work at midnight because that was my time that I had free. So your schedule will shift as you grow your business, and you'll have that flexibility. Let's see, Jocelyn, for your last group, you made your own workout videos for the group. I utilize the Beachbody workouts. I don't see any reason to reinvent the wheel. I think their workouts are fantastic. If you want to show snippets of the 21-day fix, but you don't have to create a workout. They're there for you. That would be like creating a nutrition plan. You don't need to do that. Just give them the information from the 21-day fix, and give them that shopping list. You don't have to come up with your own clean eating shopping list. Let's see.
That was me. I did the workouts where I made my own videos, and my thought behind that was that way this group got to know me, and they saw me doing each of the moves, and then I think a lot of them thought, oh, well, if I see Janine doing it, she can do it, I can do it too.
Oh, I strongly encourage you to do videos of yourself. But if you are on a time constraint, you don't have to create your own workouts. I'm not against it.
Oh, no, I didn't create anything. I cheated. And I just took 10-minute fix for abs, and I stole a move. Took 15-minute glutes, because a lot of people don't have that 15-minute glute chisel.
Yeah.
And I took like a move or two. So each day they had 1 to 2 ab moves and 1 to 2 glute moves. They had to do 3 sets of 20 and had all these like fun things they had to do throughout the week. I was going to have like 15 winners. So then I had to start getting really creative towards the end. And I even did like Name That Tune, and I sang.
Yeah. I mean, that's stuff that we do in free groups or challenge groups, guys. A lot of it should be unrelated to Beachbody. Like today, I had somebody struggling with identifying with me. She's my discount coach, but she's not a mom. And she's like, I'm really struggling because nobody that is in the groups seems to understand, or I can relate to like the temptations and struggles that I have because I don't have kids. So I went through my list of all people that have either been in a group or they're a graduate group, and I tagged them to connect them. But yes, like starting conversations about Name That Tune or being goofy, absolutely. Like that's what a group should be. That it should make them laugh. It should be fun and engaging, not also serious business, especially free groups. Free groups should just be fun and engaging. Let's see. And yes, competition sometimes motivates people, sometimes doesn't. I don't have any more success in groups where I offer a prize than in groups where I don't offer a prize. It's very strange. I don't know if it's just me or the way that I run the groups, but I don't really do a ton of raffle giveaways in my challenge groups. If I'm going to do that, I want them to be tagging me on their personal page or something where it's building my business. If I'm going to be doing like a 22-minute hardcore giveaway or something, they have to earn it. But that's because I want people that really want a lifestyle change. That's who I want to connect with. That's who I want to surround myself with. This journey is about working on yourself as much as it is helping other people, and you can't lose that focus. So whatever you want out of this opportunity, you create that and you invite people who are like-minded. So any other, oh, hang on, there's 4 new messages here. Oh my goodness. No, I think we're good. Any other questions, guys, or shares on what your month looks like? Because again, we're going to have coaches listening to the replay. So why don't you just like take a second and share what your calendar looks like for June? Free groups, challenge groups lined up. The 21-day fix and Fix Extreme is $10 with Shakeology. Not that we post price, but that's huge for June. Like you can grab the 21-day fix for $10 or however you want to preposition it in private conversations. This is the time where you circle back to all those people who gave you price objections in the past. Hey, it's on promotion this month. Summer's around the corner. You'll be done in time for full-on summer vacation. Tina, you have anything on yours? You have a full schedule, right? Because you're starting up your groups.
Yeah, I have a free group that's starting on the 6th, and then my challenge group I have on the 13th, but I'm also going to do the BOD group too.
Yeah, the BOD group should not take much time at all. And guys, you can even think about fusing your free groups with your 21-day fix groups. And I'll tell you how I do that. I invite people to a free 5-day clean eating group. And if I have a small 21-day fix group, I combine them for the first 5 days because I'm essentially giving people the 21-day fix information in a free clean eating group. You're sharing information. So if you're just having food logging and fitness opportunities, you can merge them. So you're not double working yourself, and you're creating this stir of the free clean eaters are watching the 21-day fixers log their Shakeology. So you can always think about that too. Amanda, what do you have going on this month?
I currently have absolutely nothing planned. My plan for today was to plan a free group for the month. So I have some ideas. I want to start it next Monday. So I just have to think of an idea and create an event and start inviting. I already have a name, like all listed, ready to go. I just have to think of something to do. And then my challenge groups, I run them like 24/7. They're always going.
Right.
So, and I just added someone who bought the fix 3 days ago. So I just missed June. I'm like, I was hoping she'd wait because I told her they were on promotion, but she got overexcited and got them before she read my message.
Yeah.
And then I have a girl that I signed up. She hasn't purchased anything with me, but I've been talking to her for so long that I just kind of wanted to help her. So I just threw her in and decided to start around with her today. So she's buckling down with me and I'm buckling down with her. And I actually joined in, like, probably 8 of my old challengers have joined in to start around with me today, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just focusing on, like, restarting myself back up, you know, and I'm going to do a free group next week. So that's my plan.
Okay. All right. And then, guys, you can always think forward to July too. I know it sounds crazy and I know we don't know what's going on as far as promotions, but I don't base my groups on promotions. Do a pick your program thing for July. Get your calendars lined up, because if you don't have a goal to invite people to, that's when you hit the, oh my gosh, it's like June 28th and I haven't hit Success Club 5 and I don't know, I have nothing lined up. So make sure that you're lining up your calendars. Amy, do you have anything on calendars? Anything on your calendar? I know you're a newer coach, so it might be overwhelming, but
not for June, but I've had a lot of people that I talked with after that Push the Emerald group that I was in. A lot of those people said they wanted to do it, but everybody was, well, I'll do it. I want to do it in June. I want to buy it in June. So I have a lot of people that want to buy in June. So I'm thinking maybe set up for like July. They'll get their stuff in June and then do it in July.
I would say there's no reason that people can't start on June 13th. You should be reaching out to all those people. It's the first of the month. People are ready. I tell you, people are just, like, I posted it's a new month mem and like 4 people shared it. It was just a copy paste mem, but people are ready to feel better. So there's no reason to hold them off. Open the door for the opportunity for them and start talking about your challenge group opportunity every single day. Every single day, but in a different way. Like, you can share a challenger success. You can share a story. If you haven't led a challenge group, talk about the challenge group you were in. Talk about how it helped you with your progress and how you're excited to co-lead or lead one to help people find their transformation and to help hold you accountable. Little snippets, constantly present on social media, but not in your face, not come join my group. You have to flip it and make it about them. What did you struggle with? What were you thankful for that somebody could relate to? Like, were you just not motivated? Like, somebody needed to turn that switch for you. Whatever it is, it's your story. You have to share that. For me, I just got so sick of feeling sick all the time. I just felt sick. So when I start to talk about a challenge group, I can go back to that and remember, wow, I really struggled with, my marriage was kind of sucky. Like, we never saw each other. We tagged in and high-fived each other because I was running out the door to go to my waitressing job or clean houses or whatever, and there was no time for us, and I was still trying to fit the gym in, and all those things. People experience that all the time, and there's a better way for people. So I know Janine's got her calendar set. Jocelyn, what do you have?
Well, I had the
Ooh, you have Annika.
yeah, Annika's going crazy tonight. I had June 6th as my start date for my Max 30 group, but I don't have anybody in it. So I'm just doing
30 is a tough program to invite new people to.
I had some friends that were like really into fitness, and I thought maybe that they would be interested in joining me. And one said, yeah. And she decided to do the Transformation Center instead for $500. She said that our programs are too expensive, but she decided to do that. So I was a little upset about that, but it is what it is. And I wish her luck. And
you have to follow up with her, though. The Transformation Center doesn't have good long-term results, man.
Well, that's what I said. After the 6 weeks, what are you going to do? So, absolutely, I'll be in touch with her. But so I didn't have anybody, so I'm gonna start and try for the 13th.
Okay, well,
And
come up with a theme about what your group is going to be, and start. You don't have to talk about your challenge group, but if it's going to be busy moms, or change it up, do something different. Summer sweat. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, you want to tone up your triceps. Whatever your theme is, you got to start dropping snippets now, so that when you're almost a week behind. If you're looking at a June 13th group and you don't have anybody that, like Amy said, she's got people that said June, so that's why I said June 13th. If you're not in that boat, move it to June 20th and start. You have to drop those breadcrumbs. So Melanie Mitro does a great training on dropping the breadcrumbs. So does I think Lindsay Matway does one too. But just go on YouTube and they will teach you how to do it. But it's got to be clear. It's got to be fast. It's got to be how the program's going to fit into a lot of different people's routines. But also people part of the success in running a challenge group is creating a theme so people can connect to each other in the challenge group. That's why you want to theme your challenge group, because you want to attract people with similar interests, similar lifestyles, similar schedules, so they can start to talk back and forth in your challenge group. And it's not just, here's my food log, here's what I drank 8 ounces of water today because I forgot to drink water. It's got to be more than that. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to post the replay unless we have other questions.
Wait, I have something too.
Yes.
My last free group that I did was something, I can't even remember now, something about like toning your arms. And I was shocked at the amount of people that were like, I hate my arms, because that's something I've never really thought about much. So I think I'm going to do my next one, or maybe the one after. I'm going to focus on another body part, like my belly or my legs or something. Because people were really, people came out of the woodwork that I wasn't expecting for that. And I got a lot of interest. That was like a month or two ago, and I signed up like 4 people from that group, like in a week. So it was easy to do. It was very easy.
It definitely takes time. And like that vendor event, Jocelyn, that we did, I just signed somebody up from it today, from the vendor event. It's been how long? 6 weeks? So I've kept the conversation going lightly, and I've followed up, and I just said, how are you doing? Have you made any progress? She was waiting for her semester at UB to be over so that she could be focused. So I made a note of when to follow up, so I didn't feel like I was pressuring her. But people respect, like, oh my God, she remembered this was when I was done with school this week. You just have to get a calendar on your desk. You have to track your business activity. You have to track your conversations, and you have to set your follow-ups. Follow-up is critical. So I hope this helps, guys. Next week, we're going to do a recorded call. It's summer. We're going to make sure to streamline our business hours. But if you need a one-on-one, or if you want to do a Zoom call, raise your hand in the team page, and I'll open it up for everybody to jump on another Zoom call, because I like the interaction. I just don't want to tie anybody's business hours up, because we have Team Legendary. She's going to be running calls too, so I don't want to overdo everything, guys. But I'm here if you need the support. I just, I'm trying my best to help you guys, but it's about taking that initiative and going with it. So good luck this month, and I'll see you tomorrow on the page. Bye.